My next guest was raised in Carbondale, Illinois, where he started his first business, Fresco Pastel, a T-shirt company at the age of 14, and many others since then. Fresco Pastel was a stepping stone for a larger picture, and today he is a successful operator of Buildabiz, a web-based small business incubator based in Atlanta. He has an audio engineering degree from the Art Institute of Atlanta. Nathan, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Can't complain, and definitely appreciate your time and appreciate you having me as well.
Well, I love this. Tell me a little bit about your journey. You started, now you're in a college town, Southern Illinois University. You start a T-shirt business. What made you decide at 14 to start your first business?
It really was just opportunities. So I was somewhat of a nerd that just wanted plenty of opportunities to furnish my abilities, and also having those opportunities that my parents put me in career prep programs. So I was knowledgeable on certain things that most people my age usually aren't.
And how long ago was this? I mean, a lot of parents wouldn't have a clue, other than like someone like John Rogers, who of Ariel Investments. What made your parents put you on a career plan?
Just really to have opportunities. They knew if I wanted to be somebody in life, have a name in life, that those opportunities had to be presented to me. So they actually took me out to different programs, career prep being one of them in Southern Illinois, through Miss Jackson, who's been a great help with me. And also giving me the opportunities to travel to different colleges as well during that process.
Okay.
So going to different HBCUs and just opening my eyes to that it's an actual world out here, and it's not just have to be a local standpoint.
That is amazing. So tell me, so from there, when did you, I'm not going to say that you weren't serious about your Fresco Pastel, but when did you know, at which business venture did you know that you know how to do this and you will not have to work for anybody for as long as you live?
It actually came after getting my audio engineering degree. Working in the entertainment industry here in the Atlanta area. There's a lot of studios out here, so I was recording a lot of artists. And what I found out was, I'm making a little money, but I'm taking up all this time. And I really wasn't too passionate about recording artists, just about the matter of the timing. So it made me sit down and reevaluate my plan. Like, where do I want to be in the next 5 years? Where do I want to be in the next 10 years? So by doing that, that allowed me to broaden my horizons. So actually working with a company called Peachtree Music Group here locally, they helped me get into more of the business side of the entertainment industry, which led to more clients coming in on creative services, on legal and financial advice as well. So that's where Buildabiz slowly started to grow more and more.
Now, do you have a team of accountants and lawyers and other specialty professionals? Do you have a team that helps you helped you start Buildabiz and provide the type of support that they need in order to build these businesses?
Yes, correct. And those people and those teams that are around me are the same people I actually use on a day-to-day basis. So to give you an example, like if a client comes to me and needs a CPA help, I have 2 CPAs that I actually work with directly. So you have Uprising Financial, and then you also have another CPA by the name of Stephen Gould and Gould & Company that's mainly for tax strategy planning. Because one of the things is, as a business, or starting a business or going into a business, you want to make sure that you're ahead of the curve as well as on your tax planning as well. Uncle Sam will be at your door if you're not.
So tell me about, and tell our listeners about some of the businesses that Buildabiz has helped. Let's start with Athena Styles and her mobile fashion boutique in Georgia. Tell us about her.
Yeah, right. So with Athena Styles, she pretty much came to me to increase our online presence. Like, she was doing great doing the local shows here. She actually bought a RV, turned it into her mobile shop, where she sells her jewelry, she sells handbags, and all of these items are custom made within our home. So what we wanted to do was, hey, what is your overall goal here? We see that you're selling products, but you could be selling more products if you just learned how to position yourself online and gain that presence. So what we did was help her structure her website, set up the SEO infrastructure with our partner Click Ready Marketing, and start producing more products for her as well on the online front. So that would increase her sales and bottom line.
And so, and of course, you have a website professional working with you that probably helped her design her website. Let me ask you, as a professional, how important is a person's website? I remember going to websites that are so busy and or so complicated, you just run away and never come back. I was trying to order from Kat's Delicatessen in New York last week. I can't tell you how I feel about that 1 hour that I can never get back because of the fact that it was so convoluted and it just didn't work. Tell our listeners how important that is.
Yeah, it's definitely important. So it's just like meeting a person, physical person in person.
Right.
That first impression that you have is going to be a long-lasting impression on that customer. So you want to make sure that you have a quality website that gives off the first impression that you want to give off. But also you want to make sure that consumer and that user has a great user experience while on the website. You don't want it to be too complicated. You don't want it to be overdone. You just want to get directly to the point.
And so for a long time, specifically black businesses were resistant to this new phenomenon of social media. And you know what happened? Many of them got lost in the dust. Am I right?
Yes, correct. Definitely correct.
And so when did you see African Americans look like, okay, we've got to do something differently here, and started embracing it? Was there a certain time? Was it after 2008, 2009, the economic downturn? I don't know how long you've been doing this. I suspect that you're young, and I probably want to punch you, but you know, because of your success and being so young. But when did you start seeing everyone kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of getting on board with this?
Yeah, I say around that 2008, that 2009 mark, especially when Facebook really took off and opened up more to the public. You know, Facebook started off more of a college standpoint, but then you had Facebook, you had Twitter, you had Instagram. Now that created what I usually call as a social market. And what I mean by social market is now anybody and everybody that has a hobby is now a business owner.
Right.
Based on that presence, they present themselves on Instagram or Twitter, YouTube as well. So how are you capitalizing that and pivoting and transitioning through the market? I know we're currently in uncertain times, but also the internet is there. It's going to be there. And it looks like it's not going to slow down anytime soon. So you have to have the ability to pivot during these times as well, and not just go with the trends, but also look ahead with further trends that's coming.
So what are your businesses right now that you are procuring? What are they?
Right now, it's Buildabiz.Today, which is the main platform.
Okay.
But I'm also getting into more acquisitions as far as triple net leases at the moment. And that's allowing me to bridge out more as far as the equity positions and acquiring different businesses further down the line. So I do have a long-term goal that I'm looking to accomplish, and Buildabiz is pretty much another stepping stone to that.
You sound like you really know what's your future. You have a plan in your head and probably written down on paper where you're going to be. Like in the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And that's because your parents put you in these career classes or an environment. Are your parents entrepreneurs?
Yeah, actually, my father, he owns a landscaping company. So he's been doing that for a while, as well as working a 9 to 5. So by being in his business as well as working with him on a one-on-one, he just gave me that motivation to say, hey, you don't have to keep working the 9 to 5 all the time. Have other income coming in that can help sustain you throughout the process that you're looking to grow and obtain and reach your goals. So those opportunities that they have given me, I have given to other people, and really reaching my goals, because I definitely, without a doubt, know where I want to be. But I know it's going to take time, and I'm not rushing it. But I want to make sure I do it the right way and do it the proper way.
So are you so did you relocate to Atlanta to go to school there?
Yeah. I relocated the day after graduation, like literally. So I graduated, I think it was on a Wednesday, and that Thursday I was in Atlanta.
And at 18 years old?
Yep.
Oh, I got to talk about that with you, because I would have been scared to death if I wasn't going to some university. I would have been a little reticent about that. We've been talking to Nathan Bufford. He is the owner of the virtual company Buildabiz. So I'm going to let you have these last few minutes, Nathan. If you would like to leave something with our audience about building a biz, and make sure you give them your website and any tips you think would be interesting today.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to give some tips.
Okay.
One of, I guess, like 3 to 4 things that I say that potentially business owners or people that are looking to start businesses, I know they usually have the question, where do you start? So what I say is, one thing that you want to start with is looking at your personal credit.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that you have a good personal credit that you can potentially leverage towards that funding short that you have with starting your business. The next thing is you want to have a plan strategy. You want to have an idea, but you also want to write down your objectives and goals that you want to accomplish and see how each one can work hand in hand to achieving the next one. Thirdly, what you want to do is get with your CPA or a tax strategist and get ahead of the curve of understanding your tax planning for the future of your business as you scale up. And the last thing, you also want to get knowledgeable on business credit as well, which is out here, and it's different courses and different things that you can obtain through business credit that can help you in the long run of managing your business as well. And you can reach us at Buildabiz.Today. Once you go to the website, just click contact and you can schedule an appointment with us, and we'll definitely be a help to you.
I think that's great advice. Give out the website, Nathan.
And the website is www.Buildabiz.Today.
Today. Listen, Nathan, I want to say to your parents, job well done. You are an amazing young man. Thank you so much for being with us. And because I don't have an entrepreneurial bone in my body, I will never need your services. But I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there. It's a lot of work to be an entrepreneur, and I'm just at that age in my life where I just don't need the stress. But I think what you're doing is a wonderful idea. The fact that you're reaching out to your community, I think it's fantastic. And again, I have to just say to your parents, job well done. Be sure you tell them I said so, okay?
I definitely will, and I definitely appreciate your time as well.
Oh, and I thank you for yours.